All right, it's another cold one, but we out here at it again. We're beyond the point of a build table. We're into the build. What build are we into? We're into the Mtech 2, the 91 vert that I have, and I'm ready to dive in. So what I'm going to do is give you a brief overview of all the parts. It's going to give you like a nice build table style overview of all the parts that we have in here. So I have this rear subframe here, which is going to get new hubs, bearings. Everything's going to get stripped down. I'm going to do the condor bushing kit and put the weld in adjustments, because you have a little bit more adjustments than just doing the bushings that condor makes. But everything's going to get reinforced because, you know, we already have it out the car, might as well do it. Stripped down, powder coated. Keep it as simple, but also being very thorough about it. So that's the whole rear. I have a diff that's already been rebuilt. I have 373 LSD. Just refresh the fluids, new speed sensor, new seals, new hardware and stuff like that on the diff. But otherwise, it's a pretty good diff. If I needed a rebuild, we do have some people in the circle that could do it, so it's really not that bad. But the car is a low mileage car. It's under 100,000 miles. It's been sitting, so it just needs the basics: fluid, seal, sitting. We're also getting into like the mechanical stuff. We're getting into the nuts and bolts and hoses and fluids and the bushings and rebuilding shifters and reinforcing subframes and things like that. So it's not just your run-of-the-mill refresh the E30, put a new battery in it and drive. We're going pretty in-depth. I do have KW coilovers. Those are going to have new hubs. The hubs already have bearings that are pressed in them from Mila. I have new brake calipers. I've got Zimmerman rotors, Techstar pads, braided steel lines. Inside this bin is like my suspension and steering bin. So I have the new bushings, rubber mounts, control arms, tie rods, sway bar brackets and links, all that good stuff. In this box, I have some top end replacement stuff: gasket, seals, exhaust, of course, head gasket, some hardware and things like that for the valve train. I have a bottom end kit with the rear main seal, oil pan gaskets, and all those critical things. I have a timing belt kit replacement, motor mounts. I've got vacuum kit, new boot, MAF, all that good stuff. Silicone hose upgrades, but I also have some factory stuff. So wherever it's not going to be seen, maybe we'll do factory, and where it will be seen, if it looks nice and OEM-ish, if it looks aftermarket and cheap, I'm not putting it in. We'll see when we get in there what it actually looks like. This is some more bottom end stuff. Like I said, the timing kit is in there. OEM oil pump. I have my gaskets. I got some ignition things here. So I've got cap, rotor. I got wire set that's here, some Burmese wires. Trans mounts. This is a shifter rebuild kit. This is an OEM leather boot and shift knob with the M Sport little cap for the shift knob. Slave clutch, master, brand new clutch line, Satch's OEM clutch. Some trans mounts and all the other stuff that you would need for the trans stuff. We got the radiator here. Inside this bin is my cooling and fluids bin. So I have every single radiator hose. I have some silicone stuff to upgrade. I have the new OEM radiator from Nissens. I have the coolant. I have all the oil. I have spark plugs, new injectors, all lines. I got the new reservoir cap, all the lines leading from that, fuel filter, air filter. I have some head bolts and stuff that are in there. So within these bins, in these boxes in here, I've got everything to refresh this car. I wouldn't call this a restoration, but it's pretty damn close. Like, we're going as far as doing paint and body work. We're doing all suspension. We're addressing some minor rust issues that the car has. There's two holes that are in the floor, one on opposite sides. But nothing too crazy. So Like I said, if you follow my IG, this thing has all of its parts. Everything is here. The things that are going to take the most time are sending out the powder coat. As far as mechanically getting it up and running, we're looking around February. Right now it's about Christmas. We're going into the weekend. It's a Friday, so we won't be working on it. Next week we have a couple days before Christmas that we'll get some stuff done. But after Christmas into January, we're full tilt. I do have some travel plans. I might be going to Japan for Tokyo Auto Salon and to do some things out there with the RWB crew. Boom. But as of now, the focus is getting this car done and really hammering down so we can get it done by February and have it in the paint. And then hopefully once it's in paint, if it's in February, March, then we'll have the car out of paint by maybe next winter. And then it'll go into storage for season 2026. So we're not looking to do anything super fast, but I got interior to do, I got paint to do. We're looking like another 25 grand left to spend outside of doing this labor and powder coating these parts and doing this. So I'm okay if it takes a little long because we need a little long to save up that money.